Hi, everyone. Gosh, oh my God, this feels really weird recording. I know it's been quite some time. I hope everyone's doing okay, despite all the chaos, personal chaos, so much chaos, just individual chaos, energetic chaos, collective chaos. There's a lot of chaos going on right now. There's so much happening. Some of it we see, and many of it we don't even know or see. And yet, I hope, you're all still doing okay. Of course, I hope you're all doing more than okay. But I also know that for a lot of people, even the thought of being just okay seems like a stretch right now. So I'm sending you all so much love. Everyone I know, those I don't know, everyone I touch physically and energetically, sending you so very much of my love through the airways. Okay, because, for there to be peace, we must first embrace love. And it's never been more crucial, in my opinion, than now, especially, well, for our generation, right? For our lifetime, to embrace love, to give and receive love. Now, I know all this sounds very new age and hippie, and most people are probably like, fuck love right now, but I truly do believe that everything that is happening, and I don't just mean, what's going on a global scale. I also mean, whatever's happening personally for you too, all that perceived chaos that we're all in. It's all happening to get us to embrace love. And of course, the first thing that we want to do when chaos breaks is we want to run far away from love, right? That's our initial reaction, right? Not realizing that the answer, to soothing the chaos, to calming the chaos is actually love. Yes, of course, we all have different roles to play, in the calming of the chaos. Some of us are called to fight, physically and not physically, but many of us are being called to heal, so whatever your role is, whatever it is, remember that the way to peace is love, right? Anyway, that's really what I want. That's not really what I wanted to talk about today, but that's just what came through to me this moment. So whoever needed to hear that, I hope you opened up to it and you let it land for you. All right. So today I want to talk about something else, and I'm not sure what this video's title is going to be, but I wanted to share something that has been coming up for me during this long hiatus from YouTube and from life, from social media, from life. There's been a lot of healing and clearing going on for me personally the last 9 months. So naturally, I have also been doing a lot of resting, thankfully, like a lot. This time to myself has really been very enlightening, very draining too, and very unnerving at times. But most of all, it's all been so amazing, right? All the clarity that I'm getting, all the downloads that's coming through, just I feel so connected right now. I have never really had, time like this before. And I really wanted to just give it to myself to really absorb it all, right? To absorb everything that was coming for me. There are some major changes and major shifts happening for me in my personal life. I mean, for all of us, yes, but for me in my personal life as well. And even though it's so easy to see it all as chaotic and madness and negative and just bad, right? I'm so thrilled for it. I have no idea what all this is going to look like when the chaos settles down, when everything, the calm after the storm. But I am certain that it is all for the best. All this chaos is just everything actually falling into place. All this madness is just old paradigms and old patterns that are falling away, right? And that's not always super comfortable for many of us, right? So I know I had to rest. I know I had to rest up for something big that is coming. And I have so much gratitude for being able to just take this rest, to get all this healing and all the upgrades, that's been happening. I shared with you all my amazing ebook last year. And thank you for all that supported. Thank you. And I really hope it helped you all out. But it has since developed into an amazing, life-changing course, literally changing the lives of women, and still finalizing my divorce and preparing for many other shifts and changes. It's really been a beautiful mess. I'm telling you, like it's been this chaotic, beautiful mess. All right. And I wholeheartedly mean it when I say that I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. I just wouldn't. All right. One thing about me, honestly, the best thing about me, this is actually my favorite thing, what I love about myself the most is, you know, I'm actually getting really tingly talking about myself like this. As I say this, because it literally is, I think, my greatest gift is that I know how to make life beautiful, no matter what hand I'm dealt. Like, I know how to make the most shittiest situation the most beautiful thing in the world. So universe, I'm telling you, bring it on. Okay, let's play. Okay. So yeah, that's my little backhanded sort of way to explain my hiatus, kind of, sort of, not really, if anyone even cared to know. But anyway, what I really wanted to share with you all, my growing tribe here, that despite my hiatus has actually continued to grow. So welcome to all my new subscribers. Just an update, a tiny update for the channel. I'm still very much committed to helping as many people as I can live a high vibrational life. However, I am no longer going to be following like a posting schedule. Okay, obviously. I mean, I haven't posted in so long, but I will be posting whenever, honestly, I feel called to post. So, you know, make sure you have the bell notification on and all that jazz. I really want to have the channel, you know, be more soul led rather than strategizing how to hack the algorithm, you know, getting views and subs and all that crap. That stuff just doesn't really matter to me anymore. All I really care about now is someone listening to my content and finding any kind of clarity for themselves, even if it's only one person. And I've been seeing so many comments come through the last 9 months, and, you know, well, it's not so many, it's a few comments, but whatever, you know, some comments come through, and it's really beautiful to see that my videos are helping people out there. And, you know, I made this channel, yes, for all of you guys, but I feel like I really made it for myself, right? I made it for that how old was I? 27-year-old, 28-year-old Jules, who was struggling, who was lost, who was feeling, you know, who was losing herself, who didn't know herself, who was so disconnected and just feeling like life was over, and not knowing how to navigate everything that was happening in her life. So if anyone finds resonance with all the growth I've had since, and all my aha moments and moments of clarity and all that consciousness I've gained, awareness I've gained, that helps anyone, even if it's one person, that's really what this channel is about. That's who it's for. So I'm not even like concerned about following a schedule, hacking an algorithm, you know, getting all these crazy views. That's not even relevant to me. Another update for the channel, so you guys can see my beautiful pink mic here, because you guys know I'm obsessed with pink. I've been recording a lot of my sessions, specifically for my course, just no video, just me and this mic. And it's honestly been such an amazing feeling, I guess. Yeah, such an amazing feeling. And I want to continue that. So I am shifting this channel to be more of like a podcasty style channel. So it's going to be more of just me speaking to a mic, and not showing my video. So that's what I mean. It's going to be all audio, and I don't know what I'm going to put as a video in the background, but, you know, I feel like even when I go back and I listen to the stuff that I've already recorded, it's a different feeling, right? I know that there's like energy transfer and different needs, especially through the eyes. But honestly, I feel like without the eyes, you just absorb more. Like the other senses are heightened, and it's different. It feels different. It feels different to me. So I'm gonna start doing that. So I want to test it out, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to cut out the video. It's just going to be all audio. It's probably just going to be, I don't know, a blank screen, or like the waves of the audio on the video. So we'll see. But that's how I'm going to continue uploading, but it's going to be that style. So you're not going to see, I know you used to see my beautiful face, but yeah, that's going away. This is probably my last time showing myself on video here. Maybe not, I shouldn't say that, but I won't regularly be posting videos. It'll be more audio videos, like just my voice with something in the background going. Okay. So yeah, that's my little update for the channel. Now back to what I wanted to share today. Something has occurred. This is really what I want to talk about. So something has been occurring to me during this time away that I felt really compelled to share with you guys, my soulmate tribe here. And I shared it with one of my amazing friends and mentors in my circle of coaches, first, because it's something that he and I discuss so often, because we both experienced this about, people as beings, as people who are committed to healing and growing and expanding. He's really, my sounding board. And it's crazy because we have the same thought about this, and it's like the same experience. And it was like, whoa, to learn that, it's not just me. So for me, there's been this common theme, right? This common theme, a running trend when it comes to the people who have been in my life for a long time and how they respond to me now as I embrace more healing, one, and as I coach others to embrace theirs, right? And the theme is that everyone always thinks I'm trying to coach them, or, something else I've heard is I'm trying to psychoanalyze them, right? And so whenever I hear this stuff, right, whenever I hear stuff like this, I always think back to older combos with people and how I have communicated in the past, say before I actually became a full-time coach. And truth is, it's no different, right? In fact, I have heard countless friends tell me over the years what a great coach I would be because of how much, I inspire them in their own growth. And so I really had to sit with this and go within and even, get coaching on this and perspective on this response that I keep getting from, people I've known for a long time. Now, I don't have a huge circle of friends. Actually, it's very, very little, right? I don't have a huge circle of friends to begin with. But when you don't have a huge circle of friends, like when you have a small pool of friends and at least 5 people have said something to you, right? That's a lot of people, right? When it comes to like percentages, right? So that's relatively a lot for my very small pool of friends, right? What was relieving to hear though was that I wasn't alone in this. A lot of people awakening feel this shift too, whether, they are coaches or not. Now, I am, more than aware, and I've always known that the journey to awakening is lonely. But what I hadn't anticipated was, that becoming a coach for others who were going through that journey would further isolate me. Right. But it really was so relieving to hear that other coaches experience this too. It really, really was. It wasn't until a couple of weeks ago that I had some clarity come through to me that it was so loud and so strong too, that it finally clicked for me, right? I finally understood what was happening, right? And the clarity I got was, I realized that the more I help others heal, even through my YouTube channel, right? Well, this baby channel, my baby YouTube channel, the more I help others heal, the more healing it brings me, right? And the more I heal, the more light I become, right? The more light I bring into my being. And this goes for anyone. The more you heal, right? The more light you bring into your being. And the thing is, the light though, this amazing light, all that amazing light that you're bringing into your being, it's going to irritate the fuck out of some people. Because what this light is going to do is when you go around people, your light will illuminate their shadows, right? It will reveal their wounds without any effort of your own. Okay. Especially those who aren't ready to face themselves, who aren't ready to, to have their wounds revealed, right? People aren't always ready to face themselves, right? So those who aren't ready to have their stuff brought out to light will find offense to you, the things you say, the things you do, especially if it requires them to look at themselves. Okay. And once this became so clear to me, it all started to click and it all started to make sense, right? All this time, I thought, honestly, I thought I had to compartmentalize myself for different people, right? I always thought that like, okay, I can't go this far talking into growth with this person because they're not ready, they're not ready for it. Okay, cool. I have to refrain from saying stuff like this with this one because they may not be open to it and stuff like that. And that's cool. Yes, I do respect, everyone's level of consciousness, that everyone else is at, right? I don't go like super deep into certain things with certain people. I understand, even more now that it doesn't mean though that I have to dim my light because it's irritating the shit out of their shadows. Right now, I'm not gonna like talk about dimensional traveling with every single person, right? But it's okay to ask them growth questions like, well, let's forget about the other person for a sec, right? What did you learn? That's not such a crazy question. And I'll give you guys a specific example. And this is a very specific one. And I have already talked to my friend about this and everything that I'm going to share here. So we're on the same page now. So hopefully she doesn't mind seeing this. But we already talked through this and she already understands all of this and where I'm at. But so a friend of mine came to me recently with a very specific problem that she was having with another one of her friends, right? And what he did, right? What he did to her, she felt he did to her, and how he treated her, or how she felt he treated her. And, I let her do all the venting and the complaining, which it's not always easy, right? Because it's like, let's talk about solutions, not focusing on the problem, right? So, but I let her vent and I let her do the complaining. And then when she asked, I told her, okay, well, let's forget about him for a sec. Like, let's forget about him for 1 second. What have you learned about yourself from this incident? Okay. And I'm just like, do you think all this happened to teach you something? And immediately her response was, oh, don't be a coach right now, Jules. Right. It's like, are you trying to coach me right now, Jules? I'm like, and I'll be honest, it stung. I'm not going to lie. It stung because, again, she wasn't the first one to say this to me. Right. And I'm sure she's not going to be she wasn't the last one either. Actually, she wasn't the last person to say this to me either. Okay. So this wasn't the last person who said it, and she wasn't the first one. And so when it stung, I actually started to internalize it. Right. I started to be like, oh, well, I didn't internalize it like, oh my God, why is she trying to hurt me? No, I asked myself, what is it teaching me here? Right. But then it set in, like, so much doubt came in with that question, right? It's like, oh my God, is there something wrong with me? Why can't I have a normal convo with people without them, getting triggered or thinking I'm trying to, force them into growth or get them to stop feeling their feelings or whatever. You know what? Why can't I just be, almost normal? Why can't I just be normal? Right. Just when I was about to, insert something ridiculous like that and say normal, that's when I caught myself and I realized I was going into this downward spiral. Like, Jules, you were having a normal convo. But that's the thing though. Like, it's like these days, that's my normal combo, right? I look at everything from a higher mind now, and I see situations, challenges, and opportunities, for growth and opportunities, to further stretch my own capacity to love myself more and then pour that love into others. And I had to really realize that if that triggers other people and they don't take it as an opportunity to do the same, that's okay. Right? It's okay. I take full responsibility for my own thoughts and my own feelings and my own shadows and my wounds and my triggers, right? My being. And, do I expect everyone else to do the same? Should I expect everyone else to do the same? Of course not. Right? But because I have total self-responsibility, I naturally also cannot accept when others try to dump their shit on me, right? When they try to dump their stuff on me, right? I will not validate their behaviors or their self-abandonment, right? And I certainly won't be out of integrity with who I am, as a light being, right? Because that's essentially what I would be doing by entertaining this, thought pattern of blame. Like, it's almost like you're telling me not to be myself. Right. And so I just realized that it's okay if they don't want to face it. It's not my job to make them face it. Right. My light will naturally, without effort of my own, continue to irritate them, continue to illuminate their shadows. I coach women who feel, the same kind of growth. Sure. But being being a coach is not just a job to me, right? I don't clock out and then say, okay, time to get on the phone with my friends and validate their victimhood, right? I did not become a coach because it's something I wanted to do. It's the other way around. I became a coach because it allows me to be who I am, right? To embrace who I'm becoming. It allows me to stay aligned to my true self. So it's almost like when someone says, don't be a coach right now, or are you trying to coach me? It's like, are you being yourself? Are you trying to be yourself? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, don't be yourself, right? And coach is just a freaking title. It has nothing to do with what I do. It's more, that's just the title that, we're giving to ourselves, right? But what I really do is I guide people through their own healing and their own spiritual journey. And, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with me stepping into that. And there's nothing wrong with me wanting that for my friends, right? And wanting that for the people I care about, right? And wanting everyone to kind of get to this place. Am I going to force it on you? Heck no. But I'm also not going to not be myself because it makes you uncomfortable to have to face your stuff, So I've now come to accept that I cannot dim my light because it makes others uncomfortable, because doing so, like I said, would mean curtailing my growth, right? Compromising who I am, compromising myself. Instead, I have begun speaking my truth, in the moment it arises, and saying, hey, you know what? This is me. I have no problem being with you or being around you, but you need to decide for yourself if you want to continue being around me, knowing that this is me, coaching or no coaching. This is who I am. I'm always going to look at things from a higher mind. I'm always going to think about growth in every situation, right? I'm not going to focus on the problem in any situation. It's always, what's the lesson? How do I grow from this? How do I grow from here? Right? So if others don't want to do that, it's cool. But if you want to be around me, you have to understand that that's the way our conversations are going to go. Right? So I kind of had to come to terms with that and let them make the decision for themselves, whether they're okay. Because like I said, I have no issues being around people who don't want to, focus on growth. But, if they don't want to, I'm totally cool with that. But they have to decide for themselves if, they want to be here with me, right? I don't know what I'm even saying. Yeah, if they want to be around, right? If they want to help, if they want to continue to hide from the light by staying away from me or face their shadows. The decision is now ultimately theirs. They have to decide if they want to stick around me, if they want to stick around the light or not. And I'll just continue doing all things with love for myself first. And then all that love can pour out on and touch those who choose and desire to remain close. Yeah, so that's something that kept popping up for me, that I was like, okay, I'm going to speak on this. I'm going to speak on what came through for me. And if there are any other coaches out there that resonate with this, let me know below in the comments. I don't even know how to do a YouTube video anymore, guys. I don't remember my intro. I don't know what I used to say. Yeah, a lot of growth has happened. And yeah, this channel is probably going to be way different now, but it's still all about love, all about growth, all about expansion and continuing that journey. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Welcome to my channel. I'm probably going to change the channel's name too. I don't know. It's going to stay the same for now, but yeah, I don't know when my next upload is going to be, but whenever it is, put on the bell, click the bell, right? That's what I say. Hit the notification bell so that you don't miss it. And you see it come through and you just listen, because like I said, moving forward is just going to be in my mic and no video. Yeah, I'm excited for that. So yeah, I'll catch you in my next video, non-video. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.